All right, and we'll look at the Week 1 lines of the CFL powered by our friends at FanDuel. The season kicks off with Thursday night football. Lions and Stamps, Calgary 3.5-point favorites at home. Friday night football, Bombers favored by 5.5 at home to the Tabbies, and Bo Levi Mitchell's debut with Hamilton. Owls 3.5-point favorites at home on Saturday. Then it's the Elks looking for their first home win in almost 4 years, hosting the Rough Riders on Sunday. You know what that music means? That perfectly fitting bodysuit. I don't know how I fit into that thing. It's time to walk over to my friend Milt Stegall, Canadian Football Hall of Famer and CFL on TSN analyst. How are you, my friend?
Good to see you.
It's great to see you. It's been a long off season, super pumped for the season to start, and really excited to see how Bo Levi Mitchell does in Hamilton. You know, he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yes.
You know, he feels he has something to prove.
Right.
How do you think he's going to do in Steel Town?
I think he's going to do well. You know, we haven't seen the best of Bo Levi Mitchell basically since 2018. He threw for 35 touchdowns, and I think since then he's thrown for, a total of 39. So Bo Levi Mitchell, a lot is on his shoulder. The Grey Cup is where? In Hamilton.
That's right.
Hamilton hadn't won the Grey Cup since 1999, so there's a lot of expecting of him. He got removed from Calgary, so once again, another chip is on his shoulder. So I think he's going to be pretty good. It's going to start on a rough start with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, but Bo Levi Mitchell will possibly lead his team to the Grey Cup.
Okay, all right. I want to talk about Chad Kelly. We had a terrific story on the show yesterday. Matt Dunn and Dave Naylor put it together for us.
Awesome.
Just fantastic.
Yes.
Chad Kelly, his uncle Jim Kelly, the Bills legend. And, you know, Kelly has championship experience, Chad does. You know, he led the Argos to the Grey Cup when he came in for McLeod, Bethel Thompson. So now it's a different story, right? It's a long season. How do you think he's going to do in Toronto?
I think he's going to do well. I think expectations are high. Will he meet those expectations? That's going to be difficult. We saw a small sample size of him. Of course, it was on the biggest stage, and he stepped in, and I think that confidence is like no other. And people say he's cocky, but confidence and cockiness is the same thing in my opinion. Confidence is cockiness with makeup on. That's all it is. So I love his moxie. I love his confidence. It's going to take more than that once he steps on the field, but I like the fact that he's getting a second opportunity. He's been through a lot. Adversity is not going to be a problem for him for what he's gone through.
Well,
some of it's self-inflicted, but he'll be ready to handle it.
And because he did go, and we saw it in the story, a lot of off-the-field stuff, a lot of issues. You feel like he'll have more of an appreciation for this chance that he's getting in a pro league again.
Without a doubt. He's getting another opportunity. A lot of people who've gone through what he's gone through, they don't get this opportunity. You know, they're somewhere sitting at home not getting this opportunity. So hopefully he takes full advantage of it. He's 29. He's not young anymore. You're not 21, 22. You're 29. You're supposed to be mature. People are expecting you to be the leader of this team and make good decisions, and I think he will.
So Nathan Rourke heads south to the Jacksonville Jaguars to back up Trevor Lawrence, and the Lions turn to my favorite, Vernon Adams Jr. I've been talking about this guy for years. I truly believe he can be a big star in this league. And this just seems like a perfect opportunity for Vernon. Do you think he'll take advantage of it?
I think he will. I mean, but we were in this same situation talking about, we both love Vernon. We both love him. We talk about how this league was made for him. His player of his stature, a player of his type, his running ability, his arm strength, his mobility, all those things. This league is perfect for him, but he has to take advantage of it. He has to get back to having fun. If you go back to him when he was 2019, when he had his best year, he was having fun. He just wasn't playing well. He was having fun. So that's what he has to get back to. He has no more excuses. He has an awesome receiving core, arguably the best receiving core, so he has to go out there and make some plays. And if he doesn't, they got Dane Evans waiting there. They brought Dane Evans there for a reason. It is Vernon Adams' job, but if he doesn't perform well early, I got a feeling they will put Dane Evans in to replace him.
You mentioned receivers because you were one, and I can't believe we haven't talked about them yet. It is a passing league, but let's give the receivers a little bit of love. Who do you like this year? Who do you have your eye on? Who do you think is going to really stand out?
There are some great ones. We just talked about the BC receiving core. I think a young guy who will be a household name at the end of the year, Edmonton's Dylan Mitchell. But my guy this year is Tim White. Hamilton Tiger Cat receiver Tim White. The precision of his routes, the jump he made in receiving yardage from his first year, we had like 775 to his second year last year. We had over 1,200 yards.
Wow.
That was significant. He did that with no stability at quarterback. Now he has a stability in quarterback in Bo Levi Mitchell. He's great after the catch, second in yaks. And he's also he's going to get you 100 yards at least 8 or 9 games this year. So in my opinion, he's the best receiver in the league right now. He's going to lead the league in receiving yards.
You mentioned what a tough first week it's going to be for Bo Levi because they have to face the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. They are the favorites to win the Grey Cup. Do you think your Bombers will win the Grey Cup
Are
this
you
year?
seriously asking me this question? Even if I didn't believe it, you think I'm going to go against the Bombers? Are you serious? How much they love me in Winnipeg? I have a street named after me in Winnipeg.
I've been on it. I've driven it.
But I truly believe they're going to win it. But I also think this is their last stand. They have some older guys on their team, and I know they don't want to hear this, but they have some older guys on their team, and you can't stand pat this long when you have older guys when you're trying to develop for the future. But I think the Winnipeg Blue Bombers will not only make it to the Grey Cup, but they'll win it.
Really quickly, is there a team out there that you think will make a big leap this year?
The Elks.
Yeah.
The Elks.
Yeah, everyone loves that pick,
The Elks.
Right?
Chris Jones in his second year, he makes it happen. Last year, he was in the lab and he was putting things. It's like gumbo. You got to put all the stuff in the gumbo is ready now.
Yeah.
It's
always
ready to
better
be
the
tasted.
second day, too.
Oh, yeah. When it's been sitting in the refrigerator.
That's right.
You know Chris Jones. He's from the South, baby. He loves some gumbo. So the gumbo is ready now. And I think it's going to happen this year.
Hopefully they finally get that first win at home as the Elks.
Yes.
Week 1 gets underway Thursday night in Calgary. Lines and Stamps. You can catch it right here on TSN, and Milt will be a huge part of it. Thanks for being here for us, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
We will take a break. When we come back, it's Milt's favorite segment and Canada's favorite sports television segment, the On Rights and Wrongs. That's after the break here on SportsCenter.